Once again, you are welcome back to Hot Talk. We are dissecting the issue of the day. We are still dissecting the issue of the day. New improvements that are coming in the education sector across the states. We are looking at solutions. Nnamdi,
yeah,
this thing we are hearing good news from Imo State, we're hearing from Edo State, Benue State, and Sokoto State. What is the solution?
Thank you so much. I think the solution should come also in the form of law. There should be legal framework. Because one thing is to proclaim or to issue a proclamation. Maybe it could be an executive order. But when you have a law backing it, even spelling out the conditions and conditionalities or even punishment, it becomes more concrete. I find the point. It becomes a legal material. So I'm also urging the states that are adopting these laws to also back it up with legal framework. Those who are adopting this policy to back it up with a legal framework to allow the houses of assembly to pass a legislation to that effect. And I think the government or the state governments still need to go back to the owners of schools, proprietors and proprietresses. We have a lot of dichotomy in this sector. Do you know, as we speak today, you have different teachers' day for private schools and different teachers' day for government school. A lot of things are no longer in harmony in this sector. So we need to do what to achieve this collaboration, build interface, and then the government also, because the reason why our parents are sending their wards and children to private schools is the failure, the decline in the public school sector. Let's call a spade a spade. We know that not even one single politician can allow or enroll their children or even allow their children to access education in public, yes, even in their own alma mater, even in their own schools, the schools that produce them. They cannot allow their children to be there. So I think we need to carry out laudable intervention in the education sector that will do what? Create competition. When the private school owners, when the proprietors and proprietresses see that government has actually upped its game in this sector, they will tag along. I explain the point. It's not just about saying we are employing or we are recruiting more teachers. It's about creating the enabling environment. In my own time, we used to have primary schools where you have long tennis courts, volleyball courts, and then all of that. So you see that virtually children could actually begin to do what? They develop skills at a tender age. But now all those things you see the private school where all these things are happening, just 2-story building. They are using it for both primary, secondary, and everything. Thank you.
Okay. So basically, the areas of concern that has been addressed by the Imo State government and by some of these other state governments. Number one, the area of graduation.
Graduation, yes.
Multiple graduation.
There should be law.
You are saying that there should be a law limiting graduation to only exit classes.
Yes, for
either you are moving from primary school to secondary school, you can graduate. Or you are moving out of secondary school, you can graduate. But any other graduation from JS3 to SS1, from pre-nursery, from crèche to pre-nursery, graduation from pre-nursery to nursery, graduation from nursery 1 to nursery 2. All this graduation, you see small children wearing graduation gown everywhere.
Yeah.
It is a burden to the parents, and it should stop, and it should be regulated by law.
That is the thing.
I want to agree with you, because also I think that the issue of regulation of these private schools, the government has not done enough to regulate these private schools in particular. Whether it is because of the little bribe they pay to the education authorities or whatever, but they have not done enough. There should be more regulation of these schools. I also heard that the Edo State government put it that before every child leaves school, he must have a particular skill. Chid, I want you to elaborate on this.
Okay, you see, that act of wickedness, that practice instituted by our school owners, I think it has become a form of prey, because already these school owners have hook, line, and sinker in their hands, and then looking for prey. Now you want to take the prey away from them. So it doesn't end in just making the law. there should be a means of checkmating these people, because it has become a prey that they cannot let go. Even if you collect everything from them right now, tomorrow they will institute another bait to exploit our parents. So for me, the way to go is for government to set up task force or task forces that will checkmate our schools. One, approval of schools.
Yes.
Those days, in our own days, the days we did our own school, there were not too many private schools then. One of the compulsory items a school must have is a standard field. Because those days, our sportsmen of those days are located first in our schools. Then we used to have secondary school games. Wait.
No, don't tell me you have deviated from what I asked you. We are
Okay,
talking in the area of where even now people can open school in this.
I'm talking about
even in this studio now, people can open school. The way it is, even here, we can open school here, primary and secondary.
Let me tell you.
What I asked you about is we are looking at even this skill acquisition. These children come out with no skills. In our days, we used to do handwork.
You don't just institute a policy on skill acquisition. Number one is what is the financial implication of acquiring the equipment?
No, some of skills don't need big equipment though.
Some of them need.
Not all.
I know, but it depends on the kind of skill.
What we are saying is that at least every child should leave school with a skill.
No, you should be talking about making it compulsory for every school to have a particular skill, not just skill. There are skills that are not sellable today. There are skills that you acquire that are not sellable.
Correct.
So they should just go for those ones that are sellable. So that is why I said those ones that are sellable, what are the cost implications? Okay. If they cannot do it, government can come in to support them. Then, what I was talking about schools the other time was that the kind of schools we have, because Nnamdi mentioned that, talked about two-story building, and you have three of, like just like our churches today. Mm-hmm. Those are not schools.
Church halls are used for.
No,
I said that even in this studio now, you can use it for a school.
Even when you acquire skill, you still need a space for that skill. It's just like setting up a library. You don't set up library outside. You must create room for them. Some schools don't have these spaces. So what happens to these schools that don't have it? So that is why there is need to shut down so many private schools in this state and in the country. They need to go. So those that can afford these things.
Yes.
Okay.
I want to comment. If I think he's taking it even too far. I'm not vividly my time. That is what you just mentioned, something handwork.
Yes.
A child is supposed to produce something, even if it was a broom,
even
local soap
by yourself.
Sometimes we were even manufacturing content to polish shoes, and then all of those things. Then we had what was known as domestic. People or children attended. Every Thursday we file and go there. Where we went to learn handwork. I'm saying handwork, and that is skill.
Yes.
Some learned how to do so. Just learned how to even sew. Are you following the point?
Yes.
I think it's not government can actually talk about vocational institutions. Look at a place like Aba. Is there any school where manufacture and making of shoes, even as I say polytechnic, up to that level, is taking place?
No, I think
now Aba, excuse me, sir. You have you talk about Harvard School. I follow the point. Even we have Lagos School. What do we have for Aba? Where the economy of Aba is unbundled, where the economy of Aba is broken down for someone in any institution to actually perfect them.
That's your question now. The answer is this: we are trying to solve the foundational problem.
The problem, yes.
The foundational
We are still
problem
talking about
at primary and secondary school
level.
We have not even solved it.
now.
So,
Let me even ask you one question. The home economics we did in our primary and secondary school, what is it for?
When you have laboratory for home economics.
No.
With occasion, I'm coming. I attended schools where I had home economics laboratory, introductory technology laboratory, fine arts laboratory where you didn't have Ikoro.
Okay.
Artworks. That was when I saw the work of Ben and Wong.
some people, you ask the question, if I let me answer you. If you have home economics, you learn it in school.
You learn it in
if
school.
you are going to
You
be
have
a caterer or whatever,
We are still talking about.
you can be.
These things
You
are
can
already.
start
These
from
things
there.
are already there. It's just that our schools.
No.
Our schools are
no
already
longer there.
looking.
Chidi, we are no longer there. Say the truth, we are no longer
The
there.
policy is there.
Even
The policy is there. That's what I'm
even in
saying.
report cards, you have scales, you have places of
It's
vocation.
there. It's empty.
It's empty.
It's empty.
So what are you saying?
In our report card, in
They are there.
podcasts.
Go and
So,
say,
But is the curriculum still there?
it is there. It's what
It is
I'm
not
saying.
there.
Do we expedite the exams?
yes.
So it
It's
now means
not
that
exam.
wait now. Why can't we just make it compulsory the way we made English and math compulsory?
That is what we are talking. You answered the question yourself. We are talking about implementation.
No, you were talking about policy.
You are talking about task force.
It is policy that made that things to be there.
Anyway,
It is that same policy that made it to be written to be part of WAEC exam. Just that our schools are no longer there. So we should not be talking about policy. We should not be talking about policy again now. We should now be talking about making it compulsory. It's not just you must start school, you must start home economics, you must start skill acquisition. No, you don't just say it. Make it compulsory that it is one of the compulsory examination in our WAEC.
we are almost running out of time for this segment. The basic thing is that what we are saying is that we are happy with what is happening in Edo State. We're happy with what happened what started in Imo State. Thank God it's started in the southeast. It should spread to other states of the southeast. And more especially, our parents should know that this graduation thing is abnormal. Graduating from pre-nursery to nursery has not made your child, and it's not an achievement for your child. What the Imo State government is doing, let us put hands and bring out our voice to tell the Abia State government, Anambra State government, and all the other 36 states to implement it. I'm happy that Sokoto State, I think, has implemented it. Edo has started and even added that a child must leave school with a skill. Benue also has said that even you don't stay beyond 3 p.m. These things will help our educational sector.
Yes.
Because the child should be able to read at home. Apart from what we do.
Even have time to play. Even have time to play.
Work and no play make Jack a dog. So, viewers, we will be back again. We are still on this issue on the education sector.